I can't believe I'm freaking walking alley. Quarantined for 14 days.
And I'm like, that line is long. And you can tell it's like a long corridor.
Practicing social distancing. And then just going to no one. It's a little scary. It's the middle of the night. It's the middle of the night. Just officially not going to Dublin anymore.
And then I missed my flight and everyone else who was on my flight missed it. And then me and this girl, another.
Okay, so in a stressful time, everyone knows that you should start vlogging. We just got word that a few of our classmates may have the coronavirus because they came from places that were infected. Anyways, so everyone had to leave the school, and if they have it, we may be quarantined to our dorms for around 2 weeks. And we had like a big announcement, all classes are canceled until further notice to see if they tested positive or negative. And I thought I'd start the vlog just in case something amounts of this. And I have some chickpeas, I'll be good, I'll be good. The coronavirus is a thing right now. Everyone's freaking out. Today is March 12th, 2020. We are in Norway. We just had a great trip. We went to Iceland, and then Matt came back to Norway to live with me because I'm studying abroad at the American College of Norway. Woo! Woo! But so yeah, we were in class, and my roommate, who goes to UND, the University of North Dakota, got an email saying that all study abroad students must return home immediately.
So fun and cute.
Yeah, and we're just sitting in class, and yeah, all this morning, like school canceled, like travel ban. The travel ban happened this morning from the US. Like anyone who isn't a US citizen can't travel to the US any longer. Outside, and it excludes the UK though. Woo! So the original plan was, my birthday's on March 17th, this weekend, the 13th, we were gonna leave at 4 in the morning this morning. We are going to Ireland for my birthday. And Matt was gonna fly home out of Ireland. But now we just got news from the American College of Norway, very on top of it. They like just posted the news and they sent me an email after they fact checked everything. Shout out to you guys. They said that anyone traveling like back to Norway, their flight will likely be canceled and they'll be put in quarantine for 14 days. So they advise us to go get food right now. So we're going to one of my favorite restaurants, Baba Sushi. Woo! Wow. We were gonna get it later, but obviously that's not the plan anymore because everything's closing. And we're gonna go to the grocery store and get some non-perishables. Because even if nothing happens, I eat food. You know what I mean? And Matt's gonna rebook his flight and we're gonna try to get our money back from Airbnb. But yeah, we do recognize that the coronavirus is a very serious thing. Like, it's a big deal. A lot of people are like, the coronavirus is a big deal. Anyways, and as much as I want the technicality of being in Ireland for my birthday, I can do that another time when I'm rich and famous.
Which will be soon.
Which will be soon because of this vlog. Yeah, my classes at like my home university, Pace University, got canceled. And then we're gonna do online classes. So yeah.
Yeah, we'll check back in later.
Yeah, but we do recognize that since there is no cure, that it is very serious, because if you get it, there's nothing they can do about it. So we just got our Baba and notified the Ireland group chat that we will no longer be going. So just got off the phone with Airbnb, and basically they said unless my flights cancel, which a lot of flights are canceling today, but my flight's technically tomorrow at like 6:45 a.m. So, and Norwegian isn't canceling a lot of their flights, but on their website it says they're going to, but they haven't yet. So I'm like stressed, like, is the Airbnb gonna like get refunded? This is Allie, my roommate. She's very, very sad about leaving. I'm very sad about leaving. We're trying to not have that happen, but it seems inevitable at this point. I'm like waiting for Pace to like do that. This is Chris. He's doing his homework in the back. He's chilling. He's fine. And we're getting drunk tonight. So Matt was able to buy his flight home. He feels a lot better now. I'm eating dinner with Kay, as you've seen in the other vlog. I'm eating Baba Sushi.
We love Baba.
Kay has some chicken nuggets and a very good looking salad.
I think they're vegan.
Okay.
It's all I could find at the store.
Very fun. I had vegan nuggets for lunch today. It's just a nugget kind of day. Oh my god, copyright. I'm not monetizing. It's really sad. Yeah, it's like so I woke up today, Friday, March 13th, and I'm just officially not going to Dublin anymore. Like, my flight has passed. I canceled my hotel, the Airbnb I'm working on getting canceled. I never got a flight cancellation, so that's pretty bad. Like, I don't know what happened with that because there's no number I can call or anything. So I'm not getting refunded for the flights, I think. It just fucking sucks, man. So right now, Allie is talking to the administration about fighting to stay at ACN because she does not want to leave. Obviously, that would be really inconvenient, but her school, UND, sent out a message saying that they're canceling all study abroad and that they need to evacuate immediately and go back home. So we're gonna see what strings we can pull, but it seems like she's gonna need to buy a flight out in the next few days. It's gonna be really expensive and it's gonna suck a lot. Yeah. So Allie's a liability, so she has to leave.
Shipping me off.
Going
Go.
to Dr. Delta. So we're going to a meeting right now to talk about, Matt's here, to talk about the coronavirus and what precautions we should take moving forward, what we're gonna do about our host schools and all their policies and everything, talk about emails probably. We're just gonna have to see. Update you later. Just had the meeting. It made me feel awful. It was not fun and I didn't learn anything. We have to be a meter apart. We're walking to the grocery store! I wanted to make the vlog more exciting because it's just me relaying information to you. Get this.
1 meter.
Oh my gosh, getting ran over by a car.
We made a corona vlog, and then in the corona vlog, it ended up this one of us was got hit by a car.
So Matt's flight just got canceled.
Update.
To London.
Okay, update.
I literally seconds ago, right before it started vlogging, so can I get a better angle right now? So I got an email and it was like, your flight is canceled. I was flying from Oslo to Amsterdam to Minneapolis. And then my flight from Amsterdam to Minneapolis got canceled. And I was like, what am I to do? So I got really freaked out and then I went in my room and in the email,
My room.
yeah. In the email, they were like, oh, we'll rebook it for you. But it was like, you can rebook it yourself, but we'll be online. But I was just really stressed out and I clicked the link it told me to click and I rebooked it myself. And it's the same exact flight. I'm just going to Chicago and then to Minneapolis.
Fun.
Which I think is good because I think I might have to go to Chicago.
Okay.
To like get screened for health.
Yeah. To get screened for the coronavirus. Yeah. See if you're gonna infect anybody else. Yeah, we went out and we saw a lot of elderly people. I feel like I saw a lot of people with like disabilities.
Yeah.
For some reason they were all just out today.
I know. They said.
And I was just like, maybe I'm just more cognizant of them.
Yeah, because we're thinking about it now.
But like, I don't know, we saw like 3 people in wheelchairs, 2 on crutches, like so many elderly people.
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy.
My arm is shaking.
I know. Matt's very stressed.
Well, right now I'm okay. But
it comes in waves. We'll be back. Yeah, what else? We're just eating lunch, chilling, Jay chilling. Allie still can't get her flight. That's the coronavirus update in Norway from a study abroad student from the United States. I just dropped Matt off at the airport. At the bus stop to go to the airport. And I'm walking home alone. I'm a little nervous, but they can sense fear. Ready to fight at any moment. I saw a cat that was cute. Yeah, it's really sad he had to leave the trip early because he was scared he wouldn't be able to get out if he waited any longer, you know? But yeah, we had a good trip. We went to Iceland And then we spent the week at school, at my school, going to classes, and I showed them all around Norway. Not all around Norway, but my area. Like, we went to a few towns in Oslo, obviously. So at least we got to have a really good trip. Just not the one trip that I've been looking forward to since I knew I was studying abroad, which was Ireland, which I thought this vlog was gonna be. So that's just such a bummer. But what can you do? I'll go to Ireland for my 22nd because my 21st I obviously want to celebrate in the United States. Peace.
Hey y'all, so I am at the Oslo airport. I managed to get a flight home for Saturday. Here's the Oslo airport. At 9:20 a.m. I'm here at like 6 something a.m. because it was the bus that I could take. We are hoping I can get on my flight. I'm connecting in Amsterdam and then I'm going home. Bless the Lord, because at this point I'm just kind of freaking out and I need to get out of Europe. As beautiful and amazing as it is, I would like to be in America right now. So when I get to America, I might have to get a health screening. I think I will have to get a health screening. So I don't know if y'all can hear this, because it's kind of a loud fucking bathroom, but I'm in the airport bathroom, the airplane bathroom, on the way back to Chicago. I don't know what's gonna happen when I land. I don't know if I'm gonna get screened for health stuff, see if I have corona. I don't know if I'm gonna just transfer. We'll just have to see. I'll let y'all know, keep y'all updated.
Why did Allie just scream into a pillow? Well, let me tell you. KLM just sent her an email saying that anyone who has been in the Schengen area for 2 weeks, which Allie has, Norway is in the Schengen area, cannot fly back to the USA. USA! USA! So, I read an article from BBC that says it doesn't apply to US citizens, but the airline, the literal airline was like, you cannot go back.
You cannot leave.
Like, no, anyone, even if you're a US citizen, and even if you're connecting through Amsterdam.
Like, it doesn't specify.
Yeah, Matt's on the plane right now. Allie's right over there, so we have to be quiet, but we're thinking of restraining her, so she has to stay. And we're thinking, like, if we chew so much gum, we can just put it on her bed.
Mm-hmm.
She'll stick to it.
We're gonna chew so much gum and make a little seat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell her to sit in it. She's not gonna know.
She's not gonna know.
And then she's just gonna be stuck here forever. Okay, so let's get to chewing.
So today, Allie packed up all her stuff. Her flight is at 9 in the morning, and she has to take a bus at 5 in the morning because that's the only bus that will get her there early enough. The other one was cutting it too close. And it's my last night in this room because I'm moving into Allie's room because it's bigger and better. But, you know, it'll always be Allie's room. Like, I'm just borrowing it. But they have to lock this room that I'm staying in right now. So it's my last night in the room. It's kind of in disarray because it's just not had time to clean or anything. But yeah, it's really, really sad. I've been like, yeah, just intermittently crying, and just sucks. It just sucks that she has to leave because she's like a liability to her home university in the States. It's just so they don't sue. It's just she doesn't sue them if she gets the disease. Like, it's literally just for money, not to keep her safe. She's safer here than she is flying on a plane and going home.
Okay, so basically, I don't know, I cannot explain to you that much what happened today because I'm so exhausted and I feel so awful right now. But I got back to America. I'm in Chicago. It took so long to get through customs and checking, and they had to like health check us for corona, which was such a disaster. It was one of the worst moments of my life. I was so uncomfortable and I felt disgusting, and my head hurt, my neck hurt, everything hurt. And then I missed my flight, and everyone else who was on my flight missed it. And then me this girl, another girl my age, Amanda, she might be watching this, and these two older, this older couple, we all kind of came together to try and get new flights, and now our new flights are tomorrow morning, so we got a hotel room. I mean, we got hotel vouchers together, and we all have neighboring hotel rooms, and we had to pretend to be a family to get in because me and Amanda aren't 21, and you have to be 21 to have a hotel room. And the hotel room is super nice, it's super cute. I'll try to show you guys in a second. It was free, but without that older couple who pretended to be our parents, wouldn't have gotten in, and now we're all gonna go get dinner. Family dinner outfit.
I can't believe I'm freaking walking Allie to the bus stop. Case here too, thank God. Gosh, I'm walking Allie to the bus stop, like to help her with her suitcases. This is garbage. This is trash garbage. It's raining. We're doing it.
Perfect scene for like a depressing moment.
Literally, it's out of a movie.
So dramatic. It's literally the middle of the night.
It's the middle of the night. Your flight's not until 9 a.m.
I know.
Such a reasonable time. But there's no other bus. Ah! We're almost to the bus stop. We are soaked. No. We're the only ones at our bus stop, which has never happened before in the past. We'll see how many people are on the bus. Me and Kay aren't going on the bus because we are not going to pay for that. Like, Allie can handle herself at the airport. Yeah, so Matt just updated me that he's in a hotel. I'm sure he vlogged about it. It's about 5:30 in the morning, and I'm back at the apartment alone. It's gonna be my first night alone in the apartment, and I'm a little nervous. You know, after having someone right there for emergencies or whatever, just comfort for so long, like right there in the room basically with you, and then just going to no one. It's a little scary. You know, I know I have Kay right across the way, but gonna head to bed, wake up, realize Allie's not here, and bawl my eyes out. And that's gonna be a cycle for a long time. It's just a very unfortunate situation, but I hope Allie is happy and healthy. But yeah.
Okay, so last time we talked, I was in a hotel room. I didn't really have time to give the full story because I was in a rush to get to dinner and I was just really, really tired and exhausted. So now I'm gonna try my best to explain what happened on coming back home, go to the airport, got on an airplane, easy peasy, smooth sailing, got to Amsterdam. It was a great flight. Amsterdam airport is beautiful. Like, we have nothing on the Amsterdam airport. It is so beautiful. That was easy layover. And then I got on the Amsterdam flight, and throughout the flight, it's when it gets interesting. They started saying that when we got off the flight, like a health, they spoke in very vague terms, very unclear what was happening. But it was clear he was gonna come onto the plane, talk to us, and do something with us. But I was like, how's he gonna test us all, like, from our seats? I didn't really get it. Cut to the plane landing, they're like, oh, never mind, he's not gonna come on the plane. We're just gonna go straight to customs. I'm like, awesome, because I have not a short layover, but not too long of a layover, and I wanna get on my next flight. But it was a little scary because I knew we had to do something for the coronavirus, like some kind of testing. I just didn't know when it was gonna happen. And everyone around me didn't seem to think it was gonna happen. It was very confusing. So I get to customs, and I'm like, that line is long. And you can tell it, like, it's like a long corridor, and then it like turns a corner. And I was like, I couldn't tell him how long it was, because after you turn the corner, what happens? But it was still a really long line, even without turning the corner. So we get to the end of the corridor, turn, a whole nother long corridor filled. At this point, I'm like, I'm definitely gonna miss my layover. Like, this is so long. We turn the corner again. Oh, girl, it was just like this huge room, kind of what you think of a customs room looking like, with like all those aisles, but just packed to the brim, and it's like a maze. Like, and this is insane. And at this point, I did not get much sleep the night before. I had just been on a 9-hour flight. Before that, I was on an 1.5-hour flight. Before that, I was on an 1.5-hour bus ride. I was tired. I was hot. It was a hot room, sticky and hot and humid. And I was in pain. My neck was so sore. My back was so sore. My legs were sore. I was like shaking because I was so tired. My head was pulsing. I was thirsty. I was hungry. At first, there was no food, no drinks, no anything. When they started bringing food, it was like weird. Like, they were like, here's beef jerky. Here's just a box of beef jerky. And I was like, where'd you get the beef jerky, you guys? So we go through what I think is the line. Because there were clearly 2 lines, but I thought that was just for 2 different groups. And I thought we were just in a group that had to do this line, they were in a group that had to do another line. We get through the first line, it's customs, they do customs, and we're like, okay. And they had shut down all of the passport kiosks. You know how when you do customs, you have to do a passport kiosk? Shut it all down. So I was like, okay, I don't know what to do about that. But I hadn't been through customs in so long, I didn't really remember what we did. So then I get through that line, it takes like 2 hours. And then they're like, okay, get in the second line. The second line, absurd. And that took like 2-3 hours as well. And that line was just what you would do at the passport kiosk. Like, I had to wait in like a 3-hour line for what would have taken me like a minute at the passport kiosk. I was like in another state of mind. I literally started having like auditory hallucinations. I started hearing like different words in my earbuds. Like the music was like melding together. Like I was having like a full blown like freak out, and I was like crying in the line too, and I was like so upset. It was just so awful. I've just never like felt worse in my life. And I had thought customs was gonna be bad, but I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. I really didn't. And then we had to get through a third line. This was the Corona screening line. This one took the fastest though. So this is probably the interesting part. Like Sarah might cut the rest of what I just set out. We get in line. There's like 2 women who are in like, it was almost like riot gear. Like a plastic screen with the thing, like as if she was like a policeman like fighting off a riot. We had to fill out a form. That was also awful because I was holding like 800 things, and I was like, we were like the line, and I had to like fill out the form like on the wall with like a pen. Anyways, and then they take us, they walk us over to these like sets of tables as if we're at like a school like club fair, or like a TSA agent, I guess you would say, told us this inside scoop, that there was 11 airports cleared to do these corona tests. So in order to get back into the country, you had to do a corona test. But they were only utilizing 2 of the airports, which is why the Chicago airport was so insane. He asked me what my symptoms were. He asked me if I had any symptoms. I was like, no. Although, so I have asthma. So I'm always kind of coughing and having trouble breathing. And on the sheet, it was like, it asked like, are you coughing? Do you have trouble breathing? And do you have a fever? And I was like, well, I don't think I have a fever. And of course I'm having trouble breathing and coughing. That's me all the time. When you have something stuck in your throat and it kind of like a cough stuck in your throat and it makes you kind of sound froggy. Yeah, that was me. And so I just passed it off like that was my voice. Like I just sounded froggy, and I was like, I just didn't say anything about it and didn't cough and like suppressed it. And then when I left the line, I did cough. And he also checked my temperature with one of those forehead readers. I was like 98 something, so really good, healthy temperature. And he was like, you don't have corona, go on your way. Although it was so unofficial, like they did not deliver at all. It was not a real test. There was no way to tell if I really had corona, because you don't start displaying symptoms for like a long time afterwards. In most cases, like 2 weeks. That's the incubation period. And so I was like, I could have corona like tomorrow. This test would not do anything. Anyways, yeah. And then basically after that, I missed my flight. I had to go get a new flight, and I was with another group of people who missed their flight. It was an older couple and a girl my age, and we kind of stuck together for the rest of the night. And then they booked us on a flight for this morning. So this was all yesterday. They booked us on a flight for this morning, really early, and then they gave us a free like hotel stay. It was a nice hotel, cute hotel, and they also gave us breakfast and dinner vouchers. I didn't use the breakfast one because we had to leave really early, but I used the dinner voucher, and it was delish. And me and my little group, we were like a family. I kept doing a bit that we were a family, and it was kind of a bit for fun, but also a bit for necessity. And then yeah, today I finally made it home after a long time. I had to take 3 flights and 2 buses, long bus rides to get here. But I'm back. I'm not home. I'm in Winona. Yeah, I'm now going to pluck my eyebrows, take a shower, which I haven't done in so, like, a real good shower, and then fall asleep.
I woke up this morning to Kay, my friend from across the way. She's now leaving back to the United States. And also my friend Mackenzie, who's studying in France. She's from Pace. She goes to my school. She has also decided to leave. She's gonna stay a week with her friend and then she's leaving. So 2 people are now leaving and it's very scary. Now I just have Chris here as an American who could leave. And yeah, I was like flip-flopping all day, like, should I go? Like, what's going on? Like, trying to get as much information as possible and opinions, weighing the pros and cons. And I think I'm pretty set on staying, but that's right now, and in 5 minutes that could change. I talked to my mom and she said as long as like my mental state and is well and I have friends here and stuff and that I can do things here even though everything's closed down and that I have people to support me, that I should stay. Practicing social distancing. I'm only hanging out with like small groups of people who are in my building who are not leaving the building. So I think that that's allowed, but yeah, right now I'm just singing and getting through the day, trying to figure stuff out. Yeah. So this is Kay, who I told you guys earlier was one of the people leaving me. And this is Victoria, her roommate.
We're very sad.
I'm very upset.
We don't want to go,
But
social distancing is the best thing you can do. Get away from me.
get away from me.
We're just trying to be smart and safe here.
Exactly. And if this is the smartest and safest decision for you and your loved ones, then it is what we have to do. But yeah, I'm pretty set on staying now. Earlier I was like, should I stay or should I go? Like, ready? She won. Wow. For the boys. Where were you? Just out.
Oh my god.
That song is not as much. Happy birthday, Sarah! Sarah! Happy birthday!
So I knocked on Kay's door, no answer. Knocked again, no answer. Walked in because it was unlocked. And she, like, all of her stuff was gone. She was not there. So I'm just walking to the bus stop. I don't care if she wanted an Irish goodbye. She's getting a formal goodbye from me. So Kay left without me. Me too. So I walked to the bus stop. I know, I probably was. I know. Just spent it all day in the apartment. Had some friends come over for lunch and dinner, so that was really fun. Allie's gone. I didn't really think about coronavirus too much today, so that was good. Got my mind off of it. Danced around to some Irish music, of course. St. Paddy's Day. Yeah, that's about it. That's the update. So this morning I had my first 2 online classes. I was really nervous for some reason. Before the day came, I kind of didn't think about it, and then I woke up this morning like, I have to go online classes? I don't know, I was really nervous, but it was fine, obviously. Hello! So it's been a little bit since I've checked in with you guys, but I am packing right now because I'm going home tomorrow, Tuesday. I had a flight for Saturday, this past Saturday, and it got canceled. And then I made another one for Tuesday and it got canceled. And I just made another one and it hasn't gotten canceled yet, so that's good. But I'm really, really sad. Like, you know, just to end the school year like this and leave the apartment like this and, you know, saying goodbye to everybody. But tonight's my last night. Oh my gosh. I'm on the train right now to the airport. I'm with Chris, my friend who so graciously came with me to carry all of my stuff. And so there's only 3-minute layover, like with the trains. So obviously we missed it. We were like running.
We or
I had the big suitcase and I couldn't run that fast, but I was running and Chris was like, he saw it leave. He was like, come back. Yeah. But we're still gonna get to the airport an hour early. I'm really, really nervous to get on the plane. This is all I have, which I know doesn't work, but something is better than nothing. And so I'm home now editing this video. It is April 13th, 2020. I had a lot easier time getting home than Matt. My flight was basically empty, like the big long one only had 13 people on it, and it was like a huge plane, one of those like 333. So that was really good. The only scary part was I had to go through New York City, the JFK airport. I had a layover there for 4 hours, oh my gosh. And that's the epicenter of the epidemic, so that was really scary. But I just stayed in the airport and kept my distance, and everyone else kind of kept their distance too, which was really nice. And yeah, the flight attendants gave everyone like a really nice note, and yeah, I'm really sad that I'm back in the US this earlier than expected, but I hope everyone stays healthy and inside if they can. That's all we can do. And yeah, follow me on Instagram. Follow Matt on Instagram. Like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell. And stay safe out there, guys. It's a gnarly ride, but we'll get through it.